From the coastal plains to the mountains, from the bustling cities to the peaceful countryside, China's vast market inspires infinite possibilities. China has become a synonym for premier investment. Foreign investors have come to set up businesses and deepen their footprint, committed to the future. Welcome to China Investment Dialogue, joining hands to open up new prospects.
Distinguished leaders, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Showcasing the vitality of China's economy and create prosperity of the world, welcome to the China Media Group's program, Come With Your Investment, the dialogue between mayors and the CEO. My name is Jin Qiang with CMG. First of all, allow me to introduce you to the leaders and the guests. The General Manager's Office of CMG, the Editorial Board and General Manager, Mr. Peng Jianmin, and Mr. Cai Jun from CMG. Mayor of Hainan's Haikou City, Mr. Ding Hui. Mayor of the Wuxi City from Jiangsu Province, Mr. Zhao Jianjun. Mayor of the Yantai City of Shandong Province, Mr. Zheng Deyan. Mr. Zhang Wenbing, the Mayor of Zhejiang City of Jiangxi Province, Mayor of Shiyan City of Hubei Province, Mr. Wang Yonghui, Mr. Peter Samam from Tata, Mr. Giovanni from the Eni Group, Vice President of Airbus, Mr. Xu Geng, Mr. Cao, Frederick Cao from the Caopao Qi, the Chairman, Mr. Tei Chun from China Fund of Singapore Chen Feng Group, Zhang Zhe from the Adam Group, Madam Nakahara from Shiseido, Stephen Graziani from Herbalife, Fantas Root from MedTech Group, Jim Brown from Usana. First of all, I'd like to give the floor to Mr. Peng Jianmin for his welcome speech. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to welcome you at the CMG's headquarters, as well as with Zhejiang, Wuxi, Haikou, Yantai, and Shiyan's mayors of these 5 cities, as well as representatives from overseas investment representatives. Cities are on the bandwagon of modernization as well as an important carrier of high-quality development. Today's theme is Come With Investment. Representatives from the hotspot destination of cities as well as CEOs of multinational companies. Together, we gather here to discuss the opportunities and for the grand plan of development. On behalf of CMG, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of the guests. There's an old Chinese saying goes as nothing, not even mountains and oceans can separate people with same goals and visions. In recent years, we have seen Chinese government roll out efforts to open up to the outside world. And we also carried out the action plan for solidly promoting higher level opening up and strengthening attraction and utilization of foreign investment. The policy has yielded great outcomes. We are happy to welcome mayors from 5 cities for the discussion today. They are from Wuxi, Zhejiang, Haikou, Yantai, Shiyan. These 5 cities are representatives in terms of development. Cities of today, comparing to cities in 50 years ago, at the beginning of opening up and reform, there have been great transformation. These 5 representative cities they represent real in economy, industry, and high tech, as well as online economy, as well as fintech, finance, as well as offline consumption activities and resources. Therefore, cities today, comparing with what they were 50 years ago, are not at the magnitude. Today's China cities are more with environment for investment. They are ready for opening up, development, and economy. In addition, they are endowed with great potential for development. After decades of development, this is a new look of Chinese cities with potential for development and innovation. Starting this year, from the 16th consultation meeting at the mayor's level, as well as the investment attracting forums in Wuhan and Sichuan, as well as the investment forum in Shanghai, we are seeing multinational companies double down their investment in China, and we welcome CEOs and high-level management visiting China, which is showcasing China's attraction to foreign investment. Come with your investment. First is because we are confident in what we have. That means Chinese economy is continuing growing positively as a driving force for world economy, with a strong potential in market and an integrated supply chain and advantages in manufacturing and in digital technologies strengths. In the meantime, multinationals are really important forces for development, witnessed by the decades of opening up and reform. Attracting foreign investment has been our core mentality and lending us impetus and momentum for development, be it Hainan, Haikou, or Wuxi, an industrial city for 100 years, and Yantai as China's earliest open-up coastal cities, and Zhejiang, an important city along the Yangtze River, as well as Shiyan, representing an ecological and equipment manufacturing base. And law-based regulation, as well as more favorable business environment, had been rolled out across China, which is also providing great effort to welcome investment from around the world. In the meantime, come with your investment is an aspiration that is longed for all of us. The development in China provides great rapid development opportunities and opens the doors to wealth for global investment. The multinational representatives here have long been working in China with many years of experiences. Their business cross tourism, manufacturing, finance, and shipping, and with locations across many cities in China. As long as the tree is tall and big and strong, we will attract golden phoenix. The China Media Group is ready to share at a high-level communication exchange program and platform to boost the confidence for foreign investors in China. This year coincides with the 75th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. With comprehensive development, we are promoting China's path to modernization, which will lend new momentum and opportunity for the world development. We welcome foreign-funded enterprises. Come with us to walk around the cities in China and to feel the changes in Chinese cities and be rooted in China and find opportunities and win in China. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peng. So that means that we have been developing fast with a strong momentum and a great potential. And that's also the reason we have invited the majors to talk with us, and so that we can better understand each other. Now we move on to the first section, that is the promotion by the majors. I give to the major of Haikou, Mr. Ding Hui. Now you have the floor. Thank you. It gives me such pleasure to present to you my city, Haikou City. Haikou is an ancient city and is also one of the youngest capital city, provincial capital city in China. We are building a number of free trade ports as well as national level and trade demonstration zone. I would like to use the 3 words to brag you about my city. First, Haikou is a city of access. It means that it's a city of key transportation link. Haikou is in the world's most active large-scale domestic market and also the Southeast Asian market of the future of 8. Second, I would like to say that Haikou is a city of openness. We are a coastal city and we are inclusive and we are open and we have friends around the world and we have, that's also the reason we have been developed into a free trade port. In the past 5 years, we have more newly established enterprises or housed enterprises in Haikou than in other cities. Let me brag you about my city again. Haikou is a city of ecosystem or a city of garden. And for years, it has been the city with the best air quality among more than 160 cities in China. And also, we would like to welcome you. Welcome to visit Haikou to pursue your dream and to achieve your success. Thank you.
活力海口欢迎您来海口逐浪自贸港，追梦新时代。谢谢。
谢谢丁市长。
Now I give the floor to Mr. Zhao Jianjun, Mayor of Wuxi City. There are 4 sentences to introduce Wuxi. It's the best place of Taihu Lake. It also has the canal water alley. It's also the auspicious place of Lingshan and hundreds of years of industry and commerce city. And Wuxi is a city of beautiful and livable. So you may think it's quite auspicious, the lovely peaches. So with this fruit, it means that you can feel the sweetness, feel the loveliness in the city. And personally, I believe sweetness is your optimism for the life, is the warmth of the city, is the warm-hearted relationship you have with someone in the city. So to create a sweet business environment is what we are committed to, and we hope to better optimize the business environment so that you can prosper and succeed with us. And we are also one of the best cities, and the multinationals has rated as one of their best destinations. And we will continue to make our best effort to optimize everything we can do to serve the multinationals and also all the market players, entities, including the multinationals. We will make our work more efficient to better provide the convenience, facilitate your business conduct. So we hope that. So in Wuxi, you have a sweet beaches, and we welcome you to visit us more. Thank you.
好，谢谢您，谢谢。刚才我观察了一下，
As I have noticed, and while the mayor was introducing the dishes, and the audience are staring at, we hope that you can make more friends through this platform. So thank you.
接下来有
I
请
give the
山
floor
东
to
省
the
烟
next
台市
mayor,
市长
Mr. Zheng
郑
Deyan
先生
of
说
Yantai City.
我想用2句话来介绍一下烟台。
I will introduce my city. First, we have thousands of the coastline, and that's actually the fairyland coast, and the coastline is the beautiful name of the city. Yantai is also produce place for a big number of the fruits, vegetables, the wines, the gold, and other famous Chinese products, as well as the food. And the Made in Yantai is also known around the world, and we have a very strong manufacturing industry that has been used in the aerospace, high-speed railroad, nuclear power, and offshore engineering. And in my city, Yantai is also known for its openness and tolerance. We are one of the first cities open up to the world, and we are also one of the first coastal cities which have been dedicated to opening up and reform in the country. And we have a very advanced opening up platform, and Yantai is one of the top 10 ports. And also in Yantai, we are home to one of the biggest international airports. And in Yantai, last year, and let me cite you a number, it's a place you can pursue your dream. And we have more than 100 of the world's top 500 enterprises. And Yantai has exceeded 1 trillion yuan in the last year. So we welcome you, and we wait forward to see you in my city.
谢谢。
好，谢谢郑市长，谢谢。接下来有请江西
Next,
城
Mr.
九江
Jiang
市
Wenli
市长
of
蒋
Jiujiang City.
我想用5张名片来介绍九江。
I would like to use several name cards to introduce my city, and the first one is Mount Lushan. The second name card is the Yangtze River. It boasts 152 kilometers of Yangtze River. The third name card is Poyang Lake, the largest freshwater lake in China. The fourth name card is we are home to the world's migratory bird and reserve. We have the largest habitat for wintering migratory bird in Asia, with more than 700,000 migratory birds you can find. The fifth name card is we are also a world's silicon capital. So we welcome you to know us by your own eyes. Thank you.
世界第一，热诚欢迎各位朋友亲自到九江实地考察，加深了解。谢谢。
好，谢谢蒋市长，谢谢。
Thank you. Next, I give floor to Mr. Wang Yonghui, Mayor of Shiyan City.
有请。
十堰位于秦岭南麓，
Shiyan is located at the south foot of the Qinling Mountains, and it's also located closer to the Han River. It's in a position of intersection between China's north-south divide, and it also lies at the east-west transition. We are an ancient city and also a young city. It's a city with millions of years of human development history and also has thousands of years of world cultural heritage. So it is a young city with new industries at the same time. Shiyan is also an industrial city. We have 3 brands. One is Wudangshan Mountain. This mountain is known as the unparalleled mountain in the world of immortality. And UNESCO has named it as an example of the human wisdom, historical architecture, the perfect combination of natural beauty and human wisdom. And the second name card of Shiyan is Danjiang Water. Shiyan is located as the core source of the south to north water diversion project in China. We have a reservoir of clear water which can feed many cities along the way. Out of the 5 cups of waters you drink in Beijing, 4 cups come from my city, Shiyan. And third, Shiyan is an automobile city. Shiyan built automobiles from a long time ago. It is known as a capital of China's commercial vehicles. And we have been also trying to upgrade our industry by making it more digital and more energy efficient and more green. So we welcome you to invest in China and also invest in Shiyan. Thank you.
投资中国，携手实验，谢谢。
Thank you, all the majors. Thank you for your wonderful introductions. Next, we move on to a dialogue. For the enterprises, they have prepared some questions. They hope to get answers from the majors.
Yes, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm delighted to hear for all this beauty of this incredible continent. So I say thank you to the major to inform about that. But all this, all these beauties doesn't work without energy. And my company is provide energy. It's a not easy job, but someone have to do. And we are decided to do it in China from a long time, from 1962. And we continue now in a decarbonization and transition program. So I would like to ask to the measure if it's possible to collaborate to find an opportunity to invest in the new renewables, in the renewables energies, overall the biofuel, because biofuel it's one of the most relevant fuel, no carbon emission, and easy to find because China produces 13 million of UCO per year. It's a huge quantity, and it's an opportunity to build an incredible level of energy, clean energy for all these activities. Vuxi, I've talked with the mayor of Tuxi because it's the right combination of opportunities, and because I love a lot beaches.
New energy industry is newly emerging industry, and photovoltaic industry used to be a very competitive industry in Wuxi. And now we are working to build new energy and manufacturing or equipment production base. So it means that while providing all the forms of new energies, we hope to provide the resilient industries where a big number of small and medium enterprises can be part of it.
In the meantime, we would like to provide more support for these companies, focusing on equipment, environment, scenarios, and services. In terms of new technologies, including photovoltaic, we have already invested new material investment, and for that we look forward to work with international companies on these new materials as well as for energy storage technologies, such as semi-solid cells or solid cells. And in the meantime, we are able to provide a full round of personalized or bespoke equipment and products. In terms of energy storage, we work with Bosch from Germany. And in terms of new scenarios, the distributed photovoltaic in Wuxi, it also already reached 3 million megawatt, and we are also promoting all full electric powered systems, as well as new services. About 2 years ago, we have been working on carbon footprint reporting. We have built some kind of a foundation. We want to expand the scale and improve the quality as long as they are beneficial for international multinationals, and we are able to provide it at low cost. We also established a Green Electricity Service Center and a specialized operation system to coordinate with the central government level companies to bring down the cost and to strengthen the cooperation so that we could provide better services. Mr. Giovanni, I've already told you a little bit about our environment. You mentioned about renewable energy, and that also shows our commitment for ESG. And you also mentioned about renewable energy. I will conduct more research on the jet fuel. We have the only one jet fuel producer in the whole province, and as well as supporting companies. I also mentioned about new equipment, new application. All of these areas are open for our cooperation. I look forward to work with you.
谢谢，也期待着你们能够结出更多丰硕果实。谢谢二位，谢谢。
Do you have anyone has any questions? We also focus on new manufacturing development as well as coastal city deployment. My question is for Mayor Chen from Yantai. We know that Yantai is a major city of equipment. What is the key industry and what are the focuses of the development in the future for the next step? Yantai is indeed a major city for manufacturing, and we are a system that built on the basis of manufacturing. So the supporting industry is first is our advantages industry. We have such as green, high-level petrochemical and information technology, food processing. I'd like to focus on 3 out of these 6. First is green petrochemical. We are promoting 3 industrial parks led by 3 leading companies in order to build a world-level fine chemical industrial cluster center. That's the first strategy. Secondly is surrounding high-level equipment. Yantai is one of the 4 deep-sea equipment manufacturers. We have already deployed an area for the manufacturing of that purpose. Third is Yantai is a base for auto part manufacturing. We have 400 companies focusing on auto part, and as well as most valuable processing companies such as Dongyue Jiji and the tire manufacturing company in Yantai. We are promoting a whole assembly line and home automobile manufacturing production base in Yantai as well. In the meantime, we want to promote new industries, such as 3 areas. First is biopharma. Biopharma, Yantai has great foundation for that. In the recent 2 years, we have 28 medicines are undergoing clinical trial or go to the market process. For that, we have established a research center for biopharma production. We focus on isotope and radioactive medicine and genome treatment and cell treatment. They are all at national level research and conversion center. Second is clean energy. We are building new energy base as well as a gigawatt level offshore wind power, offshore nuclear power, and RNG clean energy station and base. We expect that by 2035, Yantai will produce green energy, and the price is 100 quite lower than usual electricity price. Therefore, we want to find opportunity for green production and green energy. The third area is aerospace. We have allocated a 34,000 square meter area, and we have already launched many satellites. We are creating tourism as well as a creation and manufacturing system involving aviation that provides great opportunity. For future development, we also made the deployment such as life science, nuclear power, manufacturing, and humanoid machines. As we know that Eden values green development. Therefore, we welcome you to visit Yantai with your delegation. We hope you could get first-hand understanding of Yantai and find opportunities for industrial park and other areas. Thank you very much, Mr. Chen.
我们也非常希望您带队到烟台来看一看，我们在这方面能有一些在园区建设、运营合作上会有一些新的这个合作方式。谢谢。
谢谢。
So let's move on. Any other companies have questions for our mayors?
Yes, I have a question for Mayor Wang from Shiyu. Herbalife is a global nutrition company, 44 years, operating in 95 markets, and we are working in the health and nutrition natural products. We understand that you are focused on developing the biopharmaceutical and the health industry locally. And so the question is, what type of collaboration and resources can we expect for a company like ours that's interested in further developing the market in China?
Have a similar question. Yes, we'd like to know how your business environment could attract more interest from companies like ours.
非常感谢两位企业家对实验的关注。
Thank you both for your question on Shiyan. Biopharma and health is what Shiyan City is strategically working on as a new area. I believe we both, in terms of biopharma, TCM Chinese traditional medicine, food safety, and forest health, as well as senior citizen care, offering us all opportunities. For example, herbal medicine is abundant in Shiyan. We have 2,518 medicines recorded in the 本草纲目, the China's herbal code. They are all produced in Shiyan.
还比如啊，实验甾体激素类的医药中天体规模优势明显，一些单品的产量位居全国首位。还有实验。
We also have Wudangshan, Wudang Mountain. Martial art from Wudang is a household name, known by many people. Every year we receive 30,000 international friends practice Tai Chi in Wudang Mountain. All of these shows that biodevelopment, in terms of biodevelopment, and Shiyan has its great foundation and potential. We are working on building medicine, pharmaceutical, food, health, tourism, all integrated into one system. We sincerely expect Herbalife and Malacca, as well as other companies, will visit Shiyan for in-depth cooperation so that more people will enjoy a better life. Thank you.
深度合作啊，让更多的人享受到美好健康的生活。谢谢。
谢谢王市长，谢谢。
Mr. Wang, is it true that among other 5 cities, Shiyan is more complementary to other cities?
实验这个城市啊，与
Comparing with other cities, we are quite unique. As I introduced about Shiyan, we have 3 representative strengths. One is the Wudang Mountain, second is Danjiangkou Reservoir, as well as the third is Automobile City. We are also developing new energy and smart connected vehicles. So you are able to attract investment at all dimensions. That's correct. Anyone has questions? Starting from 2008, Xiangfeng has invested in about 200 companies with a total investment about 10 billion. Going forward, we want more opportunities. Today's question is for the mayor of Zhejiang. I see that Zhejiang had frequent business with Singapore. In April this year, Zhejiang hosted a business and trade promotion meeting in Singapore. My question is for the mayor of Zhejiang. What are the future plans?
目前在我们九江落户的新加坡企业有10家。
In my city, and the number more than 10 Singaporean companies have invested in my city, and more than 200 businesses have been directly and indirectly worked with Singapore. And for example, Saideli has invested more than 20 billion RMB in my city. You mentioned about the trade and economic exchange between Zhejiang and Singapore in April. The governor of my province have attended, and we have talked with the business leaders at that event to build industrial park Jiangxi and between Singapore and the Jiangxi and the counterparts, and we are going to visit their cities and visit Singapore to promote our city and also to hope to invite more businesses to invest in my city. Thank you.
到现场莅临指导，我们洽谈合作。谢谢。
好，谢谢二位。
So any
克拉
other
斯，您现在还有
question?
其他问题是吗？
I do have a question for Mayor Ding from Haikou. We've invested a lot in China. We have 3 manufacturing facilities. We have 1 product innovation center. We also are opening a new GBS center to support the growth. But one of the things that's very important for us is large-scale events. And we understand that Haikou is a very popular destination for many reasons, for large-scale expositions and events. And so just would like to hear a little bit more about the infrastructure that you have there for large-scale events, the administrative policies, any type of just ways that are beneficial for companies that are looking to come to do an event.
我觉得有3个方面我们能为您更好的做好服务。第一呢，从天时来讲呢，我们的政策设计前瞻。今年的2月份呢，在中央政府的支持下，
I think we can do our best to serve you in 3 respects. First, policies. Our policies are forward-looking. In February this year, with the support from our central government, so they used to have a better facilitation to conduct business and to have exhibitions events or to hold sports events in Hainan. And we have seen that more than thousands of the businessmen have fully utilized this policy, this visa-free policy.
在办理其他的签证。
The second aspect I would like to introduce about the policy is we have been trying to streamline the regulation, the approval, the approval getting procedure, and etc. So in a word, we have been trying to streamline the supporting policy and supporting arrangements. For example, the second phase of our Hainan International Events and Exhibition facility is going to be completed very soon, and we are going to feature new spaces that caters to the needs and the demands of businesses in different sectors. And the third is last but not least, I think it's about the talents, because for 4 years in succession, and China Consumer Exhibition has been held in Hainan. In the just concluded one, and more than 4,000 from 71 countries, and more than 370 visitors, exhibitors have visited us. And also I have to mention that for each of the major cultural and tourism featured events held in Haikou, and we have received more than 10,000 visitors for each of that event. We have developed our capability to be able to receive such a big number of visitors in a short period of time. And I believe that here, the President, Mr. Jerry Felton, and from Melaleuca, and for 2 years in a row, and Melaleuca has chosen Haikou to hold their annual conference.
Yeah, we'd like to thank you, Mayor Ding, again, the support that we received and the logistics. Everything was exceptional. It really represented both your province and your city, but also represented our brand, and thank you very much.
I have talked with Jerry Felton for 2 years in a row. It has decided to hold its second annual conference in China in Haikou. I invite you to have your third one in Haikou also. I invite more enterprises to hold your annual conference in my city.
I have a question. First, thank you for having me. This is a great event. I love the information on the events because our company does events too, so that's really great to know. But for the Henan province, we have done most of our integration and business here in Beijing and the BDA, but as we continue to grow, we're going to look for opportunities. So I'd love to understand your foreign policy and what benefits we might include if we decided to move business there.
谢谢那个吉姆布朗先生的提问。我想从3个方面跟您来介绍一下海南自由贸易港在高新技术产业，包括您所在的保健品这个行业的发展，我们有哪些？
Thank you for the question, and let me introduce to you in high tech, and especially in the health product, which your business is dedicated to. First, we have the policy ready, a free trade port of Hainan, and has been institutionalized. It means that we hope to make it a stable and it's a long-term commitment. And the central government has made it clear to the world. And second, we have a zero tariff. We have a tariff reduction, and we have a facilitative regulations, and we have almost everything that is aims to facilitate your flow of personnel, your flow of goods, your flow of trade and business. So the system is the shape is there, and we have been trying to refine it, and we are also seeing some benefits. I believe that for your company, Essence oil is your major importer product. If you build your production facility in my city, you can save your cost, and you can also enjoy some additive policies. And third one is we have the geographical advantage. So we have all the confidence to serve you well. Thank you.
第三是区位条件，我们有信心为像宝鹰这样的外资企业做好各方面的服务。谢谢。
好，谢谢。谢谢丁市长。
Thank you, Major, for the entrepreneurs leaders. You have asked your questions. Now I think we will move on to the next section. So probably the majors would also like to know more about the businesses. Any question from the majors?
我想那个问史明德董事长一个问题，就是我们实验。
So my question is to Peter Simon. So Shiyan City is building Wudangshan Mountain into a better known brand. So how can we cooperate?
史明德先生，我们在哪些方面可以深度合作？
I'm glad to be around the table. I'm the only international organization here today representing the Pacific Asia Travel Association, which is a 73-year-old association that has been working to develop tourism to, from, and within the Asia-Pacific region. We've had an office in China for the last 20 years. The other day I was looking up about Wudang Mountain to learn a little bit more. Like any traveler, I went to the internet, and I found out a few things. I found out that Wudang Mountain is home to Tai Chi. And I also learned that there are 500 million people around the world in 120 countries that practice Tai Chi. So when I think about how could we develop tourism in Wudang Mountain, wow, what great potential. I think one of the things with tourism is always to find what is the thing that will attract people, that will get people to look up Wudang Mountain on the internet. So I think that there's great opportunity in terms of that. I want to remind everybody around the table, all the mayors and everything, 10% of China's GDP is from travel and tourism. That's inbound tourism, outbound tourism, and domestic tourism. And it accounts for 87 million jobs, and it's going to develop over the next 10 years. We'll see more and more, maybe as much as 14% of the GDP, and as many as 107 million jobs. So I think that you're very smart to look at tourism, and certainly the Pacific Asia Travel Association is ready to help your city and to help all of the cities around the table as well as around the country to develop inbound tourism. Because I think that tourism has great potential for China, particularly in terms of culture and natural environment. In fact, tourism and culture and natural environment are rated #1 globally within China because there's so many different things from gastronomy to the ancient civilization of China. So, Mr. Wang, I very much welcome to collaborate with you in the future. Thank you.
好，谢谢二位。
曹主席您好。
So, Chairman Cao, before this dialogue, I know that your group is focusing on the big health industry, but your family business is actually a one that has started a business as a shipbuilding company, and you have achieved a great success as a shipbuilder. And Jiujiang is a city that has a long coastline, and we have been trying to build a shipping center transportation in my city. So my question to you is, to a city like my city, Jiujiang City, a developing city of a great promise, how can we build ourselves to attract more shipbuilding attention and also to improve ourselves to make it more competitive?
中国是最大的货源、最大的船东、最大的造船业，它等等这个整个行业。
Thank you for the question. I think it's related to China's transformation and positioning in the world. China is the biggest shipbuilder, the ship owner, and also has the biggest shipbuilding sector. For the shipping, there is some reform, and for example, the trade between the north and the south, between the east and the west, the supply changes to the supply chain, and some industry is diminishing. 60% of the shipping industry are shipping, for example, the coal, carbon, and petroleum. But now the shipping industry is trying to build new ships so that can ship new kind of materials. But the industry is sometimes still waiting.
The world is experiencing economic transformation. China's economic transformation offers a good opportunity for us to invest in China. Therefore, we will double down investment. I heard about Wudang Mountain. We also conducted investigation, exploration. We are interested in it. We are happy to carry out pilot zone with in shipping and other new areas. Thank you.
非常有兴趣去看，我们愿意一起合作试验中国拆船循环经济，只有中国能做，因为有船厂，还有拆下来的东西全部可消化。谢谢大家。
好，谢谢二位，谢谢。
生堂的中央胜利小姐。
My question is for Madam Nagara. Yantai is close to Japan. We are building a cluster for as a consumer goods cluster for Japan and South Korea. For Shiseido, such a big company, in terms of investment in the background of low carbon and green development, what do you value in terms of the business environment? Second is for the building of the consumer goods cluster center in Yantai, what's your suggestion and comments?
市长给我们提出这样的一个问题，有机会在这里回答。
Thank you very much for your question, Mayor Chen, and for me to answer your question here. Shiseido has a history of 152 years. We're one of the earliest cosmetic company and skincare company moving into China. We have 2 research centers in Shanghai and 1 manufacturer base in Beijing and other Chinese cities. I visited Yantai last year. I see a cluster of Japanese companies, and the Japanese companies really favor beautiful city of Yantai. Mr. Chen also mentioned how beautiful Yantai is, and your introduction is too simple to showcase its beauty. I believe that Yantai port will become the top 10 port in the world. This is impressive. I personally look forward that Yantai will tap into its potential with such good business environment and high-quality services. Yantai will attract more foreign investors, especially Japanese and South Korean companies. I'm not sure if my comments are correct, but to me, it's a city full of history and culture, and people's aspiration for quality life is quite high. As Mr. Pan mentioned, we hope we will all invest in China and be rooted in China and make success in China. We will continue to research and develop high-quality products for Chinese consumers so that Chinese consumers will enjoy the beauty for their whole life. Thank you.
一生美，谢谢。
谢谢您，期待着接下来。
Let's start from being rooted and develop in Yantai, perhaps.
向这个空客公司的徐港总裁提问。
My question is for Mr. Xu from Airbus. HAICO has been speeding up building an aerospace center for Asia Pacific and the Indian Ocean. Airbus as one of the leading companies in this area, what is your new deployment in China and in what areas you can work out with HICO?
丁长，您刚才在介绍海口的时候已经说了，海口是一个。
Mr. Jin, in your introduction about HICO, you already mentioned about HICO as a city connecting everywhere. Hainan is an island connecting the world with Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean in terms of connectivity, be it different models of airplane. Those are offer opportunities for Airbus. I'd like to mention one point. In Hainan, there is a very famous company called Hainan Airline, the fourth largest in China and a long-time important partner with Airbus. We have great potential and room for cooperation. In the future, how we support Hainan Airline, how we support HICO Hainan, and boost the connectivity. There are great rooms for us to explore. The first possibility is, as I mentioned with Mr. Ding, about training. That is quite representative in terms of aviation industry. We already see a good training space in Hainan. We are willing to work with the Hainan Airline, fully make good use of the policies in Hainan and HICO to upgrade it into a world-class training center so that this training center can improve the productivity and ensure safety and security. The second area is aerospace material. You mentioned about favorable policy when the free trade port is fully into operation. We are developing new projects with aviation in terms of aviation materials. Airbus is not just a fixed wing. We also have helicopters and other products. As Hainan Island develops, there are more opportunities. We remain open attitude to work with Hainan and HICO, see in terms of unmanned area as well as a helicopter in these areas, what are the possibilities for us to work with Hainan and HICO? Thank you.
谢谢几位的提问和回答。
To give you an opportunity to ask two questions and with 2 minutes of question and 1 minute of answers. Two questions. Mr. Chen.
我想问那个无锡的赵。
My question is for Mr. Zhao from Wuxi. We focus on startup investment. I see that Wuxi has potential in high quality manufacturing and development. My question is, does Wuxi want to attract startups and especially overseas startups? If you want, what would you offer? What policies would you offer for startup companies?
Wuxi is a very popular investment city in the recent years. It's one of the top 10 in China. And for the startup and growth enterprise and seeded and businesses, and no matter it's from the angel fund to the VCP and to the SFPs and the whole system, I think that for the industry, it's called an innovation entrepreneurship and CV. So I hope that we will continue to strengthen our cooperation with the Vertex to better use your service, to better use your friends, your contacts, as well as the businesses under your company. We hope they will find their home in Wuxi. We will provide them with their best service, not only the financial capital, but also the services like business environments. Thank you. Any question from the measure, the last chance? My question to you, Mr. Giovanni, looking forward to the future, if you are going to choose the next city for investment, for example, Wuxi, and we hope you have your sales headquarters and R&D, and as part of your investment in Wuxi, And what kind of support do you need from us?
You didn't visit Italy, and I invite you to do it because Italy is the best place to R&D. So our R&D is focused in this moment on CCS and CCUS, and probably your city, but all the other city here needs about the capture and the sequestration of CO2, because CO2 is the real problem, not only of China, but it's a problem of the world. So we built 3 different biorefinery in Italy for a capacity, very large capacity of SIF that is one of the best option for the future. And we are working on the magnetic fusion of nuclear power, and most of the advanced hydrogen that we have, so the blue hydrogen that we can make it by the water. So we have a lot of water in the world, and it's a very great opportunity. So you promised me the pitches. I promise you a visit in Italy for watching and visit our R&D department.
好，谢谢各位。
Next, let's move on to the session. As mayor's invitation, please send your invitation. First, I give the floor to Mr. Ding from Hainan.
作为海南自贸港的核心，
Hainan's free trade port is on the forefront of opening up as the core area of Hainan free trade port. We are working on facilitating and more streamlined policies. Every second offers opportunity and put on a new look for you all. Haikou is your option, your opportunity, and the destination for your investment. Let's share the benefit of opening up together. And Mr. Zhao from Wuxi. Wuxi has long been an open and inclusive city. Give Wuxi an opportunity, give your company an opportunity, an option. We will be happy to be one of the destinations for your company, and we are confident that we will be your final partner in China. We not just have friendship and aspiration, we also have the business environment for your success.
请山东省烟台市市长。
Next, Mr. Zheng Deyan from Yantai. Yantai is a city with mountains and rivers. We are full of potential. We are working on low carbon, green, and demonstration city, and face the sun. And for green development, we are full of vitality. We welcome and invite investors from around the world. Choose Yantai and for a joint common future.
请江西省九江市市长讲。
Mr. Zhang from Jiujiang.
及岷江
Jiujiang is a place of famous mountains, rivers, and lakes with a grand posture as well as the demeanor and advanced connectivity and favorable policy. This is an ideal place for habitation and an ideal place for investment as well as for tourism. We invite and welcome you all to visit Jiujiang and travel in Jiujiang to provide your comments and feedback to build your business here, to explore Lushan Mountain, and for build a future with Jiujiang.
好，谢谢。
And Mr. Wang from Shiyan.
投资中国就是投资未来。
Investing in China is investing for the future. Choosing Shiyan is choosing the opportunities. Shiyan is speeding up the building of the dual cycle center for domestic and international circulation. With high quality opening up, we will boost the high quality development. With the potential and the strength built over the years and materials and resources, as well as an ecological foundation, unique geographical location, Shiyan is ready, stands ready to build a sustainable development and also for our win-win cooperation. We sincerely invite friends, investors, and corporations to build your business in Shiyan, to work together for a bright future for us all.
谢谢几位企业的管理者和我们的城市的管理者。按照我们中国
In the Chinese culture, and what we can do right now is to take out your mobile phone, to use your WeChat and scan a barcode, or to scan a barcode to add as your friend. But we think that this is not the end of your friendship. We hope that CCTV is building this platform for you to live with each other, your contact, to develop your friendship, and also to enhance your future development so as to better support the Chinese economy as well as the world economy. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you, the audience.
再会。